Welcome to another video tutorial for Inkscape graphic design. In this video tutorial, you're going to learn how to image fill text. So here we have some plain old text, and what you're going to learn how to do in this video is to fill the text with an image, like you see here. So let's go ahead and open Inkscape and start a new file. We will set up our document properties as usual. Okay, so that's US letter, display units are in inches, and landscape. Make sure our view is set to default, and we're clicking on the zoom to fit button. Step 1 for creating filled text is actually writing the text, so we click on the text tool. Clicking on the canvas, you're going to type some text. It can be your name or some interesting word. With the type tool still blinking like this, you should be able to select a color. So select a dark color so we can see it. Open up the color menu by clicking this button right here. That's next to the T. Should pop up on the right side. Turn stroke off if you had a stroke on. Sometimes the stroke will be on, and that also might be like really large. We don't want that for this video tutorial. And then make sure that you select a font that you like, but also a font that's thick. So for example, this is a good font. This is an okay font. It's a little too thin. Let me find an example of what is not a good font. So something like this is a little too thin, so you're not going to be able to see the image as well as you might with something that's thick like this. So this works a little bit better with thicker fonts, but you can use any font. It's just going to be more visible with a thicker font. Click on your select tool. Let's make sure our text is near the middle of our canvas. And if we hold down Control on the keyboard and click in the corner, we can make our text even larger so that we fill up the canvas. Okay, we're going to turn this into a path and then ungroup and then turn it into a union. So make sure your text is selected. Click on path, object to path, and then we're going to click on object. You can ungroup or hold down Shift Control G. Now you'll be able to see that each individual letter is its own shape. And then go to path, union. I'm going to duplicate this and move it over, so in case I mess up, I have that spare on the left over here. My next step is to do a search for an image that I want to fill or to use for filling the text. I'm a big fan of images of space and stars and planets. So if you go to Google and search space, you'll find some really beautiful images of outer space. And we want to find one, so in one of the last lessons you learned that if you hover over an image in Google search, you'll see how big the image is. The larger the better, because usually that means you have a clearer image. Okay, so that should pop up. And when you click on an image, it will show you the preview on the right side here. And I'm going to use this one, so I like the colors. So you click on the image. It should pop up over here on the right side. Using your mouse, you're going to right click and copy the image. Okay, we're going to Alt Tab over to Inkscape, and we're going to press Control V, Control V, like control volleyball, or control violet. So Control V will paste. You can also go to Edit, Paste. Your image will be placed on the canvas. If it's not big enough, if it's a small image, you can just click and drag in the corners to make it larger. And that needs to go underneath the text. So with that image selected, click the lower selection to bottom button. That's that right there. And make sure your text is actually placed somewhere interesting on the image. So we need to select both the image and the text. So click on the piece of text, and using your left hand, hold down the Shift key on the keyboard. Click on both the text and the image, and you can let go of Shift. And then we're going to go to the Object menu, find where it says Clip, and click Set. And what happens is it sets that image inside the text so that we have this beautiful image-filled piece of text. Okay, so those are the steps to creating image-filled text. You can get creative with this. I can place that duplicated text behind it and blur it out, give it a shadow of some sort. You can also take a moment to get really creative and maybe even write a piece of poetry doing this, or write your favorite person's name and save it and send it to them. And all I'm really looking for is that skill. So show me that you can place an image inside of text using the skills in this video.